Okay, so this activity is about learning to think about the search terms you use when you're doing research. A lot of students will go in and type long sentences or strings into Google or other search engines and then expect to get results, and they'll get frustrated by that. Really, search engines, including Google, are work better if you just focus on some key terms. So the activity we're going to do looks very much like what I've got on the screen now, but I'm going to walk you through one, and then you'll do the practices, complete the practice, which looks very much the same. So we start off with a essay prompt or a research prompt like, is prison or rehabilitation better to end crime? And we want to focus on the main words, not the full sentence, not the full question, but the main words. So then we move forward, and that's in the, I'll have that in the circle there, and you'll have some circles here. And so picking out the main words, we got prison, rehabilitation, and crime. Those are the main concepts in that question. So in the box, you'll put in each of those terms, those main terms, before moving on to the next slide. These are actually terms you could type in to get into a database or Google to get research results. So, but sometimes we use different terms depending on where we're at in the country or various other reasons. So then you want to come up with several synonyms or related ideas that relate to the particular word. So you do a little brainstorming, and for this activity I'm going to have you come up with 3 terms for each of the elements. So in this case, when I think of prison, another term we often use is jail. A second term we often use is penitentiary. And prison is usually for punishment. Now I think of punishment because here I've got rehabilitation, which would be the opposite of that. So punishment and rehabilitation. Now, got those filled in. After you've typed those in, then you move on to the next one. Rehabilitation, a lot of times we'll say rehab. A lot of people think just for drugs, but rehab can be for a lot of things. Education, rehabilitation a lot of times is education. And therapy, psychological therapy, a lot of times is used for rehabilitation. And then for crime, criminals commit crimes. A lot of times when we talk about crime in society and punishment versus rehabilitation, a lot of times what we're talking about or what we focus on is violent crimes. So I have violence here, felonies, which are more serious crimes, and criminal, the people that commit the crimes. So on your lesson that you're going to practice here, I'm going to have you do this little exercise yourself over other topics. So let's go. Key terms. So you'll get a copy of this yourself. This is your practice, and you can go through. I filled in the first one for you, social media. Then you'll fill in the next major word and the next major word, and there are 3. Then for social media, I just put some names or some concepts that are related to social media. The next one, you'll put the next main word and come up with 3 synonyms or related words that you could use in a research, and do that there. Then on the next practice, you do everything yourself. The idea is we've taken 3 words and made them into 12 potential search words for your research topic.